Back to the World Championship now and the Andorran round. Alex van der Broek there with his dad. Benitez there, just putting his back wheel back in. Scarpa van looking shiny. And that's the bar at the start area. Everybody enjoying the sun. This is a pretty trick looking gas. One of the Italian riders brought it along. A lot of modification, carbon fibre, etc. And a look there at Graham Jarvis's brand new hydraulic clutch. Here he is checking if it clears. And so on to one of the earlier sections here. Danny Crosset, Belgian rider. This was to be his second to last competitive World Championship ride. And this is one of the harder sections, most spectacular ones of the day. Very grippy, but very, very steep. And Alex van der Broek there, having a big crash. The bits you've just been seeing at the end of the section, this is Dougie right from the very start. It was a long section and a lot of hard work had been done before you even got there. This was to be Dougie's first World Championship point scoring ride, and it was very, very hard earned as well. Here he is dropping down to line up to attack the last bit. It was a flat out in third gear attack. I'm actually minding for him in this one. I'm lining him up here to get his back wheel right on top of this log. And I've now run up to the top of the section to try and catch him. But he caught his leg, he caught his right foot under one of the rocks and it just stopped him dead. Quite difficult to see, but Zambonini here, same spot. And virtually the same result, and he's not happy. That is quite a nasty fall, but I suppose you could say he was lucky that the bike didn't hit him more hard. He looks to be in a bit of pain. Stevie Saunders there having a day off. Gandine now making his attempt and just didn't get his front wheel high enough at all. You don't lean back on these rocks though, they're so grippy, you could loop out so easily, so most of the riders hang over the front, but sometimes this is what happens. And that's quite a nasty fall. Luckily he's uninjured. And Amos now. Hopefully going to show us how it should be done. Lovely flick turn there. And certainly from where Amos was looking it was very steep. And that was a brilliant ride, he just managed to carry his front wheel up. And Panicott there. Slightly different line, but same result. And now Graham Jarvis. It was a nice ride up there. This is the early part of the section again. And lining himself up again, he'll want his back wheel on top of the log, which we can't quite see yet. Just to give him the extra few inches of acceleration. Having a look there to see where his back wheel is. Paul Dixon, his minder, is back up on the rock, ready to catch him if necessary. And Graham actually takes an unnecessary dab there. He was quite pleasantly surprised how easy he went to Diego Bossis now. And that was one of the crashes of the week. Just doesn't get his front wheel up high enough and straight into it. He definitely had the speed, but just not front wheel high enough. Good bit of rodeo there. Certainly a bit second hand after that. There's Geordie's minder ready to catch him, but just not necessary at all. Geordie's got it all under control. As you can see, all the crowds, Geordie fans, they've all disappeared. And the section further around the course is Shirley Climb and Mark keeping that on the bugle. He likes to give it a good rev, does Mark. Here's Geordie just coming in at the end of his first lap. Have a quick glance at the scoreboard to see what all his competition's done, and he sees there that Tommy has come round on 1, so he's got a lot of work to do. Mark looks like he can't believe it either. As usual, time's getting tight. And this is Takumi Narita. For me, one of the best riders to watch. This is a very difficult section, but he just seems to do all his tricks and no dramatics, no leg waving. Just seems to get it all under control and get on with it. Very thin is Takumi. And nice and neatly up there. Big Bruno Camozzi here on the Scarpa. Considering it's still only in its first year, he's doing well on it. It looks like he took a dab there. Very, very strong rider. Look at those legs. Still a good ride though, that section. And here's the veteran, Thierry Michaud, back on Fantic again now, and that was lovely. Just showing what he can do, still can do, and then takes a dab in probably the easier part. But he must be 30 or 31, Thierry, and to have the desire to do what these boys are doing, you really have to take your hat off to him. And he's still just managing to score World Championship points. Amos Bilbao again. No messing about, hardly any tricks at all, just get straight on with it there. And current world champion Tommy Avala, who was to lose his championship at the end of the year, but this was probably his best ride of the year. Put in a bit of a fight back for the championship, but all a little bit too late. He's let Geordie run away with it earlier on. Speaking of Geordie, certainly been a consistent man this year, very hard to beat. I think his fitness is one of the keys to his success. He really is fit. And Mark Colombe, the man most likely to take Geordie's championship next year, I would say, in the prototype beta. This bike that makes all the others look old-fashioned now, it's so small and thin. And Mark certainly is the man that can ride it. This is quite a sheer rock face, third gear, virtually flat out. And then a big drop over the other end that you have to carry your front wheel for. And now our own Steve Colley. Looking like he's in a bit of a rush there. Presumably this must be the second lap when time's getting a bit tight. Easing it off this rock face. It was very, very severe, that. Flicking it round. Woody in the background there lining him up, telling him his back wheel's not quite in the right spot. Again, you can see just how sheer a rock face this is, but the top world stars are making it look quite easy. one's for Steve.